When we protest, they tell us pipe down for Trayvon and Mike Brown. CNN wanna make it black white, cause we hit their action with a black light. Make no sucker act right. Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the Need to Know 101. Glad to be here, glad to have you guys watching. Definitely glad for the support. Been getting a lot of views, and it might not be a lot of views. So it's a lot of views for everybody else, but it's a lot of views for us because to just come back and after almost a year, 11 months, and get the views we get, we're pretty satisfied right now, and we're gonna keep the motion going.
Well, today we're going to do it a little different. We're not going to pull, like, topics, because I kind of know what I want to talk about, and she kind of knows what she wants to talk about. They just so happen to kind of go together, so we're good on that. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about, like, just relationships, whether it's, like, friendship or, like, boyfriend-girlfriend, or boyfriend-boyfriend, or girlfriend-girlfriend.
Whatever you
are.
Whatever you do,
everyone counts.
we don't care.
I've been thinking a lot about deal breakers because I think a lot of people take advantage of people's like nice side, like especially when you know that like you fuck with a good person. It's like you know that person, like no matter how many times you screw up, they're gonna forgive you. And I think we should all have like deal breakers. Like once you cross certain like boundaries, you should just stop, fucking with people. Like for me personally, my deal breakers are probably like lying to me and like not telling the truth. And cheating, of course, but like my main thing is like communicating and being honest. Like if you can't do that, then we're not gonna work. Like even if we're talking, if something pops off, like let me know. So if I'm willing to deal with it, then I'll stick around. But like I'm not gonna stick around and like not know that there's bullshit like going to like occur. Like I'm not gonna put up with that. So I think we should all have like deal breakers, and I think that we should also like follow them, because a lot of people have things that like bother them that people do, but they don't really say anything. So like if you have somebody in your life and they're doing some shit that you don't want them to do, like let them know. And if they care enough about you,
and that starts early too. Like if they do that shit and you just met them, don't be like they knew. No, dead that shit right there.
That too. So, I just think that, like, if you feel a certain kind of way, if somebody is making you feel a certain kind of way, like, voice it, be honest. There's a way to have an adult conversation. Like, you don't always have to yell and argue and fight. Like, just sit down and be like, this is what you're doing, this is how it makes me feel, and I want you to stop it. And if you can't stop it, like, I need you to slow down, I need you to do something, because if you continue A, B, and C, you're going to get cut loose. So that's just my opinion on it. And those are just things that bother me.
Absolutely, because I'm the type of person, like, it's one and done. Like what's the episode of Family Guy? Like, told Spider-Man, tell him, Peter, everybody gets one. Everybody gets one. You get one. Like, I have zero tolerance, zero patience. And maybe that comes from me as a person. I've been through a lot young. I chose to experience my growing pains early. They're still going on, don't get me wrong, but for the majority part, when it comes to naivety and things of the mind, I chose to do those things a little bit earlier and mold my mind early because of the things and activities I chose to be involved in, which I had to speed up my mindset. So with that, I'd always been ahead in like school with like friends and stuff. Like I didn't quite click with people because the people I clicked with were like grades ahead of me, because that's where my mind and stuff was. So it's like, for me, I get that maybe that's just the reason why, but I do feel like you just can't. Like, you can't be passive aggressive when it comes to your emotions, because then that's what creates this beast that comes out of nowhere on special occasions or events, or when you think you're having a good time and just at home chilling, and then next thing you know, you mad. Like, that's the hawk coming out of you, because you had this little green toxic pool tipping over, drip, 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 and you ain't paying no attention. You didn't take it out. That's like the dryer when you have to take out the lint out of the thing and you don't do it. Your dryer's you're gonna explode. Y'all gonna die.
Yeah,
like, you have to empty it.
And sometimes you take out anger. Like, say for example, you have somebody that's like crossing the boundaries. Like, you'll take out that anger instead of taking it out on them and letting them know how you feel. Like, you take it out on other people, so you walk around with a fucking attitude, and that spreads bad energy to other people when they not the person who like
did anything to you
wrong.
So it's like in that sense, I feel like you have to end it. And to me, it's best to do it right then and there, or just dead the situation. If you don't think it's something that y'all two could work out as an adults, then dead the situation, because it's not worth it. It's not worth the pain and the screaming and the arguing and the things that's going to come from it if this is not a relationship you see long term anyways, because that's poisoning yourself. People have to realize that you're doing things to yourself negatively when you allow things to happen to you that you don't like and you have control over it. If you have control over a situation, change that shit. Don't let that shit stay the same. Don't sit there and be okay. Don't settle. Why settle when you can change it? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's really stupid. It's like, it's kind of like the concept of, like I was telling her the other day, and this was it just relates to this because of the situation, but it goes for a lot of things. It's stupid. It's stupidity. This situation goes for everything. If I offer you $1 million and you say no, and then you turn around and go and try and steal it from me, what the fuck? Like, I just tried to give it to you. Why do you have to steal it from me? It's stupid. It's stupid. It makes no sense. So it's kind of like, don't do that. Just deal with it, because one, who likes a passive aggressive motherfucker? I can't stand you. I'm gonna curse you the fuck out or cut you off. Then two, it's like, why poison yourself over nothing when you can just deal with it in that moment? Don't pull up A, B, and C 2 months later, because A, B, and C happened 2 months ago. Right. So nobody cares about A, B, and C. And then when you pull up A, B, and C and that shit, you just
always
look stupid.
Get people who are okay with you going back that far. Like, I've had friends where they were mad at me, they didn't tell me why. A month or two later, they want to either act like everything's okay or then discuss it. I, being the kind of person I am, I can choose to be like, okay, let me feed into your bullshit. Let me just hear what you got to say. But the real me want to be like, no, bitch, because 60 days ago when you were mad, that's when you should have brought it to me. I'm the kind of person, if you have a problem, if you need to sit down and talk to me, go ahead and do it. I ain't going to bite you. If anything, I'm going to feel bad that I made you feel like that, because that's just who I am. Like, I'm a very upfront, very honest, brutal person, but at the same time, like, if I know I generally made you feel some kind of way, then I'm going to feel bad if I care about you. So, like, if you can't sit down and talk about it as adults, then you just don't need that person in general, because anybody got time for that. Like, you're not in high school. If you are in high school, you should behave a little bit better than that. But just like, do better and make better choices. Like, you know better. You know who you are. You know what you want. You know how you want to be treated. So why would you take less than that?
Exactly.
And then you're going to give the advice to your friends of, tell that nigga and you ain't even doing it. So it's like, how you gonna give me some advice that you're not even following?
Taking from yourself.
And I give great advice. And I hate taking advice, because I already know what to do. And my friends just basically tell me what I already was gonna say. So it's just like a double, like, fuck you, you need to, handle your business.
She already know how I am. I'm a one and done type of person. Like I already said, like, I don't really go through the motions with people. I have a hard time trusting people. I'm working on it. I am. I'm getting better, but for me, it's hard. Like, she's not lying about that. Like, I didn't. It wasn't months. It was 2 days, because them 2 days was long 2 days. The only reason why I waited 2 days is because of a mutual friend of ours. But 2 days was long, because I'm the type of person, I like to hop on that shit when it happened. I ride the rodeo type bitch. Like, we ain't finna wait on this shit. I have to get this off my chest now, or later on when I finally deal with it. You're gonna wish we dealt with it when it happened, because you ain't gonna like the situation. So she ain't lying. Like, we've had our one squabble, and it wasn't even really a squabble. I went back 2 days on her ass about some bullshit, and she said she was sorry. And I was like, bruh. And we was good. Like, it was nothing. Like, and ever since then, like, oh, we didn't even have arguments. We just tell each other to shut up. Like, there's
shut up, hang up, and when you're an hour, call you back. Be like, are you still mad? What? I was mad about what?
Right, like, I didn't know
I was mad.
Like, so
I just felt some kind of way. And you're entitled to feel some kind of way.
You are, and like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there shouldn't be problems in relationships, but it shouldn't be something you can't deal with, is what I'm saying. It shouldn't be something that should be that detrimental or horrible to deal with. It shouldn't make you cringe at the thought of having to work something out with that person.
What is it that you want?
And I was just about to go into that. So spiraling out of that into the next topic, and for me, it's about with men and women, regardless of whoever your significant other is, whoever anybody is, when you feel a way about a situation and you have ties to that person, you just need to say how you feel. Because at the end of the day, as long as your cards are on the table, you covered, bro. Can't nobody say nothing to you. Because if I tell you that, hey, I feel this way, I don't care for this, or I want it to be like this, and then the ball is in your court and you choose not to play the ball, that's on you.
I mean, I ain't fucking with you like that.
And that's cool. But at least I put my piece out there and I did my part. I didn't let the opportunity pass me by. There's a window of opportunity, and a lot of people let that window close and then try and go knock on the window. No, babe. The window's closed. It's locked. Can't get back in. So it's kind of like, don't let opportunities pass you by because of fear, because of what if. Like, because there's also going to be those what ifs if you don't do it. So it's always going to be a what if. Why not go to the side of where the what if might actually work out in your favor? Because you'll hear me say this. You'll probably hear me say this if you ever meet me. Closed mouth don't get fed. And what I mean by that is if you don't speak up, nothing will ever happen because you didn't say anything ever. Like, how can you eat if your mouth is wired shut? You can't. So, in order for people to understand how you're feeling, speak up, talk. We're adults, we're not 5. And a lot of these 5-year-olds got y'all by a mile, a landslide, because they talking better than y'all. So, it's kind of like, if that's the case, we have no room for communication to be poor. Like, just say how you feel, keep it pushing, and let things just happen the way they're going to happen. Because if you really think about it, have no control of the situation anyways. So why not put what type of control that you have in the situation and let it go from there? Because all you have control over is you. So why not control yourself and do something that you want to do, that you need to do, that you need to say? Because once the opportunity is gone and it's passed you by, you're just going to always have that, dang, what if I would have did that? What if I would have said that? Like, I go through that many a days, and I don't like that feeling. Like, and if you have very few of those feelings, keep it that way, because those feelings, those are the type of things that people be like, oh, your brain don't shut off. Those are the type of thoughts and things that you think about at night when you can't sleep, and when your brain won't shut off, and when you just overthinking shit. You think about that like, wow, why didn't I do something different? Why didn't I take a different route? And you really sit there and ponder, and you think, well, if I did that, what else would have been different? And then you go over here and hop into the next idea. Well, and if that would have been different, maybe this would have been different. And it's just one thing after the next. And it's like, to prevent yourself that headache, that rambling in your mind, free some space, do the damn thing. Like, just do it. Like Nike say, do that shit. Because what are you missing? What are you really going to be losing? The worst thing that somebody can do is shut you down or tell you no. And then you'll be okay.
I personally hate rejection, so.
And we all hate rejection, but rejection, and what we have to understand as people, is rejection is a good thing. Because it teaches you that everything can't go your way, and it teaches you that there are obstacles, and that you need to find a way around it.
Sometimes
it teaches strategy.
Sometimes rejection can be, reflecting and make you, think of the situation. Because there have been times where, like, I went for something and I really didn't have the qualifications for it, and I didn't get it, and I had to self-reflect, like, well, I technically did not have the qualifications for it. So it just makes you work harder sometimes, depending on what it is.
Absolutely. It makes you find another way to get in.
I think outside of a relationship, rejection is pretty okay.
I think that's when rejection hurts the most in a relationship. In a relationship is when rejection hurts the most. That's the real challenge. And you don't have to be a girlfriend for rejection. You can be rejected by your mother, by your father, and that shit it hurts. So you can be rejected. Everything is a relationship. You have a relationship with the earth. You have a relationship with the grass that you're walking on. You have a relationship with the wind hitting your face. You have a relationship with the whatever you believe that is the creator being or a master. If you believe in nothing, do you. But you got a relationship with everything that passes your way. So it's all about if that connection is negative or positive. And it's like you have to choose how you're going to be affected and how you're going to use your control in that situation. Because at the end of the day, you only control you. You only got one time. So you got to make the best of it. The what ifs and the things that make you wander, they're not necessary. You don't have to go through that. You don't have to have those regrets, is what everybody likes to call them. They say live life without regrets. And to me, I think that's damn near impossible. But because they say nothing is possible, I guess it is. And my only piece of advice to stop with to help with that theory is to do the things that scare you, because they're gonna keep scaring you if you never acknowledge them, never face them, and never deal with them. It's always gonna be a fear.
Sometimes, even if you're like afraid of something, and you do it, the outcome that you weren't expecting might happen. You might pop the nail off,
and you might not actually be as afraid as you thought you was.
You thought you were afraid of heights, and then you jumped off the plane and realized you love being in the air.
I love to fly, so everybody's different, and I think that we just have to embrace that at the same time, because we have to accept people where they are, and y'all know it's hard, because Jesus ain't done with me, and I'm still working on accepting people where they are. My little brother got that down pat. I'm trying to get like him. Matter of fact, go check out his channel, YouTube. You know, he's on YouTube as well. Go check out his stuff. But he's got that master down. And when I say he takes the phrase gentle giant to a new level, like trying to get there. But I think we can wrap this up. You got anything else to say?
I was actually going to ask you, did you have anything like quote-wise to say? Because I don't.
Oh, man.
Dang. I know you want to start closing out the show different.
Well, I have a lot of different quotes that I like. There is one that I love, but my phone is off in the distance, by Khalil Gibran, and I don't want to murder it, so I'll bring that to you guys when we open the next time.
Right.
But,
so the next video will be more prepared for the ending.
But thanks for tuning in, you guys. We definitely appreciate the support. We'll have more for you next time. All the links you need will be below. I'll have the link to YouTube down below. You can check out the Egyptian DNA. That's my jewelry line, and we'll be coming to you soon with C's makeup line. You guys be looking out for us. We're doing some things.
Yep, have a good day wherever you is, whatever time it is. And we're gonna go enjoy the rest of our day.
Yeah, pretty much. Have a great one.
I'm being productive.
Bye.